If you are a video editor, I'm sorry, because right now, competition is brutal. And I know that because my DMs are filled with defeated beginner editors asking me the same question. How do I stand out? To be honest, the quickest way to stand out is to find a mentor. And no, I'm not talking about a one-to-one mentorship. That's way too expensive for a broad editing ass. I mean learning and absorbing knowledge from the best editors and not having to pinball your way to learn the top editing skills. But let's be real, learning from the best comes at a cost. Literally. Just look at course prices right now. When I started editing a year ago, courses was around like $50 max. But now, it's getting ridiculous. Giving beginners advice has honestly become so hard for me. Like, I don't even know what kind of courses to recommend anymore. That was until I saw this comment on my most recent video. Editors League, $47 a month, made by UR7. His free tutorials are actually really good, and for only $47 a month, he's promising editing excellence, whatever that means. But $50 to learn from an editor who's clearly extremely talented. Considering the state of the market right now, $50 a month. It's honestly a little too good to be true. Can this course actually turn you into a top-rated editor? Well, lucky for you guys, you don't need to find that out yourself because I have $50 to waste. So in this video, I'll get the course myself and give you my honest first impression. After that, we'll follow along a few of the tutorials and recreate some of the animations. And finally, I'll give you my opinion on whether Editors League can actually save editing inflation. Oh, by the way, most of the animation you see in this intro I learned through the course. So let's get into day one, my first impression. Alright, so I went through the course and honestly it's extremely different from all the other courses I reviewed so far. First off, it's not for beginners. The entire course is basically After Effects. There's like almost no Premiere Pro inside there. If you're a beginner editing and you don't know After Effects, it might be a little difficult, especially because he goes through things really quickly. He might skim over some certain technique that's like super basic, but a non-After Effects users, they will not understand, they'll get confused.
If I do a linear color key and I put like the color white over here, it's interesting. But see, if I do white, a lot of the stroke is gone. The stroke that we did not like. So I love what we have over here.
Okay, so what separates this course from all the different courses? Like if you go to this advanced editing techniques, you'll see two segments that I think honestly is extremely brilliant. The first one is the sound design segment, and the second one is the creative alchemy, or how do you come up with ideas. All the other courses that I reviewed, they don't really have a segment like this. Sound effect to me is way more important than animation. Like if you think about it, can you watch a YouTube video without any sound? No, you can't, right? You just immediately click right off. But can you watch a YouTube video with sound but no animation?
Was digital products. I've been selling digital products in one shape.
So sound design to me is way more important than animation, that a lot of editors skim over this. And his sound design course is extremely thorough. Like I learned a few stuff from the sound design and I consider myself above average at sound design. And then the creative alchemy course is basically the how do you find ideations for your editing. I know if you're an editor, you probably experienced this already. When you try to create animation, you just don't know what to create. Like you ran out of ideas, you don't know like what type of animation you create. And he goes over his personal step-by-step process on how he comes up with a unique animation that will actually impress your clients. And another thing about Editors League that I do not see in any other course, he has this entire section where he gives feedback on his students. Like you can send him edits and he will personally review it, go through what's right and what's wrong and how you can improve it. This type of content will honestly fast track your editing game. Like instead of watching tutorials and like step-by-step walkthroughs or project file breakdowns, instead of watching all of that, just watch this type of feedback content. It's just better than those tutorials. Props to him for having this segment. I've not seen other people do this. Another thing I found really interesting is the personal branding section, where he made an entire segment mostly just about me, which is like, when I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? He just breaks down my own strategy on how I grew on YouTube. This is very insightful for you if you want to grow on YouTube and you just want to get clients, like high ticket clients on YouTube. Now let's actually follow through an animation tutorial. So for day 2, we're going to go over 2 very simple animations. We're just going to take it very easy at first, and as the days progress, we're going to go to a really hard animation. So as you can see here, I scripted everything out. This is just a little tip. When you're editing a client's video, ask for the script. Like if you have the script in front of you, you can actually like read the script and visualize what type of animations you want to do. So for me, I have everything highlighted in yellow, and at the top I have all the animation planned out. Like all the pictures you see here are the inspirations I have for my animation. So animation 1, animation 2, animation 3, etc, etc. So for animation 1, it's literally my first couple of lines, and I say, if you're a video editor, I'm sorry, because right now competition is brutal. So while I was thinking of my ideation, like what type of animation should I put, I was going through the course and I saw this really cool like character figure that's like very popular. I thought it was really cool, and I thought like, I could do something like that. Like I could put that character as a centerpiece, and I really like how he puts like eyes and like a smile on the character. But one thing I didn't really like is that the color scheme is black and white. I wanted a color scheme for myself. I added a color to the character, but it still felt like it was too plain for me. And then coincidentally, while I was scrolling Instagram, I came across this really cool like character figure too, and he was wearing like a tuxedo or something, and I thought that was so cool. I thought like, what would editors wear? And I thought of like drawing out something myself, but in the end I just literally all I did was ask ChatGPT to generate editor looking character animation for me, and then I just crop it out and just place it on my animation, and that's literally it. That's my character. It's really simple, very easy, and it gets the job done. And then while I was watching the tutorial, I realized the person in the tutorial was like trying to keyframe the expression of the character, which I thought was super cool. If I could keyframe the expression and where the person was looking at, I could also keyframe the mouth and the eyebrow to really make my character feel alive, and that's exactly what I did. I spent actually too much time doing it, like just trying to make my character feel as alive as possible, and I think the result was pretty good. So for the next animation, I thought like, why not just go for the simplicity? Let's do something simple and just not over stress ourselves. So while going through the course, I saw this really awesome UI animation, especially with the camera angles, man. This guy is a master of camera movement and how he controls the camera after effect. Obviously, I can't just copy and paste because his animation is not YouTube, and my script is basically YouTube UI. So all I did was make a YouTube UI animation myself. I basically copy and paste the camera angle from the tutorial because I just thought like it was so cool how he does the camera, and here's the result. Okay, so for day 3, it's going to be a really quick one. We're just going to take a look at the community, and there's also a live call going on in like 5-6 minutes. So we're going to try to be incognito, try to hop on the live call and see what is it all about. I needed to be incognito, so the plan was to sneak into the live call using the least suspicious name I know. And there's the man himself. Apparently they were doing some kind of editing competition where for this live call, UR7 is going to go through all the entries, and the top 3 best is going to win some money.
Let's see who's gonna be the first one. Nice pick. Hanze is gonna be the first one.
I've never watched an editing competition before, but surprisingly, I found myself enjoying it. This one's really good. Oof! Damn, that was so good. I like that Yoa is very honest with his feedback. When something is not that good, he will say like, it's kind of shit. Alright guys, that was actually really fun, but it's 1 AM right now. I'm super beat, and we have a very big animation that we're going to do tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep right now. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, I'm so goddamn tired. Okay, one final animation left. It's been a very long week for me, guys. I'm super exhausted, but we have one final animation left, and it's kind of a difficult one. Let's take a look.
Punch to the gut. But here's the thing, I was stuck. And I was stuck so badly because the rate at what I was improving on was really slow.
Yeah, I have no idea how to do this. I mean, the easiest way is just to copy and paste a project file. And instead of the red triangle thing, I just replace it with a brain, since, you know, we're talking about information, and just call it a day. But that's not how we do things here. Let's put in a bit more effort and make this whole animation uniquely ours. Okay? Let's start animating, guys. Nah, I don't think it looks that good. Yeah, if I put it on the head, it makes more sense. Okay, now the second part is I have to introduce the pinball animation. Okay, I'm fucking annoyed. Like when I zoom out, the brain isn't even on the same plane, like the same 3D plane as a pinball, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain. And I know there's an easy fix for this that I'm just not thinking about, on like trying to level the plane with everything become like one single same plane on the 3D plane. I have no clue what I'm talking about. My brain is fried right now. I'm going to keep trying until I get this right. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to keep trying. You guys have seen my first impression, follow along 3 different animation, and you guys even see me sneak into a live call. All of that to say, is Editors League really worth the $50 a month price tag? Yeah, it's an easy yes. The animation tutorials in this course is by far the highest quality out of all the courses I've ever tried. But aside from animations, I really love that UR7 focuses on the 2 elements that, in my opinion, separates a good editor and a great editor. This is a course that will actually fast track you into being a great editor. And no, I'm not saying that it will be easy or they will be quick. I'm just saying that this course will actually help. The only doubt I have is that this course is a bit on the advanced side. And yeah, in the course there's a 4-hour beginner tutorial on the basics of Premiere Pro and the basics of After Effects. But if I was trying to spend my money wisely, I would rather learn all this thing on YouTube for free. The rest of the course though, you really won't find quality like this on YouTube. So get the course if you want to level up. Link is in the description. Link is in the description. See you in the next review.